The topic for this morning is trust God. I want you to turn to your neighbor and tell them, trust God. You know, when we cannot see ahead, when it is so dark, when we are so discouraged, when we opt for things and they have not come to pass, when we have been frustrated, when we have been disappointed in life, God is telling us this morning that we need to trust Him. I remember there's a song that we used to sing when we were small, trust and obey. And this morning, God is telling us that we need to trust Him. And I want to read a small story as we get to Psalms 23. Have you had an experience, or have you had experiences that make it difficult for you to trust people? Abigail had been hurt one too many times. Her mother abandoned her, and as a baby, but a kind woman picked her up from a damp heap, trained her, and sent her to school. On graduating, the man she had grown up to know as father abused her sexually. Abigail felt so rejected. She thought she could never trust anyone again. Then she met Colonel. He was so understanding, caring, and intelligent. What was his secret? Colonel knew God in Christ. He told Abigail of the strong God who never fails those who trust Him. I don't know whether you have listened to that story. It is a story of a girl who was called Abigail, who had been hurt one too many times. Her mother abandoned her as a baby. I know all of us were born at one time, but when Abigail was born, her mother abandoned her. But a kind woman picked her up from a damp heap where we normally keep the used items that you don't need to use anymore. She was thrown there, but there was this kind woman who picked her up from that heap. On graduating, from that heap, and she trained her and sent her to school. All of us were trained at one time or another. All of us went to school, irrespective of the school that you went to. One time you sat in a class, and that is what happened to Abigail. And she worked hard in school, and the day of her graduation came. On graduating, the man she had grown up to know as father abused her sexually. So now she had two wounds. The first one is that she had been dumped, and the second one is that the person that she trusted so much and was leaning upon him abused her sexually. Our own father. Abigail felt so rejected. She thought she could never trust anyone again.